Piece of amber number 10 on our list of amazing insects in amber is a mosquito, which you see right here, which made it look quite unassuming at first. There's a little fly, but this piece holds a secret. This piece is actually a very rare color known as blue amber. And when you shine the light on it, you see this beautiful blue tone that only comes out when there's smoke or burnt wood inside of an amber. And this piece actually has burnt wood inside of it. So off of that burnt wood comes this beautiful, beautiful blue color, which is the most coveted amber color in the world. And AAA blue amber spheres can sell for up to $300 a gram in certain markets worldwide. And this stuff is very, very coveted. So blue is essentially fossilized smoke. So smoke from forest fires typically settles into amber, and then it gives it this blue tone, showing evidence of massive forest fires 20 million years ago in the Dominican Republic and surrounding islands, along with the smoke itself being trapped, which is the only instance in the world that you can actually have a fossilized smoke. Piece of amber number 9 on our list of amazing insects in amber is actually a leaf from the same tree as the previous piece, the Hymenaea protera tree. This is a leaf of the tree that actually produced this amber, and as you see, it has a beautiful green glow, and when we take a closer look, we'll see that it's quite detailed, along with some other interesting inclusions, a lot of detritus and stuff. And if you backlight the leaf, you can see the characteristics come out. The tip of the leaf there, it's so clear. It's a very large inclusion. Plant inclusions are actually quite rare in amber. And let's take a closer look. Dun, 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 dun. There is the leaf. You can see the plant cells. That's where it reaches the amber. A big leaf in Dominican amber. 20 million years old from the tree that actually made the amber itself. Piece of amber number 8 on our list of amazing insects in amber is actually a flower, and this is one of the best preserved flowers we've ever had. This is a flower from the tree that made the amber. The tree's name is the Hymenaea protera tree, also known as the algarrobo tree, and that flower right there is its delicate little flower with such good preservation, really AAA grade preservation. Usually flowers do not preserve that well because they're so delicate that they get crushed by the amber or any other interfering factor. So to get one of this quality is truly museum grade. And let's try and take a closer look at this and see what we can find. Wow, the pistils, the stamen, the hairs on it, everything is perfectly intact. That is a flower from 20 million years ago in the Dominican Republic. The Hymenaea protera tree, also known as algarrobo. Piece of amber number 7 on our list of amazing insects in amber is a methane termite with a very well moving anhydro. You guys see that bubble there? That is water and air trapped in amber for 20 million years. This piece is from the Dominican Republic. And would you look at that? Inside the termite's belly, its last meal still moves, along with a bunch of other random detritus in the anhydro. And it could be anything. Bacteria could be alive in there, even though it's a fossil from 20 million years ago. You never know. This definitely could go to a laboratory to be cut open, to be drilled open to be specific, and tested for life from way back when. Methane termites frequently dug into the tree that made Dominican amber, which is the Hymenaea protera tree. And the tree, in order to stop them, released the resin that then captured the termite, thus stopping them. It was all out warfare, and what we get is this beautiful fossil with moving food inside of it. Piece of amber number 6 on our list is an amazingly fully engorged tick in Myanmar amber from the time of the dinosaurs. So this tick was definitely roaming around in the Cretaceous period, which is when the dinosaurs lived, and it clearly had a very full meal 100 million years ago. Who knows what it was from? But then that tick got caught in amber, and this piece right here is probably the best tick fossil we have ever found. A fully engorged adult tick. This piece right here is also in a very large slab of amber. So I know people have talked about Jurassic Park making amber from mosquitoes, but a tick, if you think about it, is just as likely to bite a dinosaur as is a mosquito, maybe even more so, and this could have dinosaur DNA. So Jurassic Park 2.0, anyone? With our worst fears unlocked, the tick? Let's see. Amber from Myanmar is 100 million years old, and from the time of the dinosaurs. Piece of amber number 5 on our list of amazing amber with insects is actually not an insect at all, but a mushroom. This is a fully preserved mushroom with the body, and it has an anhydro. You see that bubble that moves? Now here's the thing, you guys. Most inclusions in amber are, you cannot extract them because they kind of turn to dust inside. But the only exception is when there's some water. And this has mushroom spores from 20 million years ago. This piece is from the Dominican Republic, and it is right above an anhydro, which could have captured viable mushroom spores. And who knows, they could still be available today. They could still be viable today. And as you can see, this is a very large piece of amber. There's also more evidence of mushrooms up top. It looks like a stem of a mushroom. It looks like quite a classic mushroom stem, and this mysterious little guy over here, not to mention the whole floating wave of what could be spores. This is a very, very interesting piece from the Dominican Republic, a 20 million year old mushroom fossil. Insect in amber number 4 is a female warrior ant from the Dominican Republic. This amber is 20 million years old, and this is a very museum grade piece, a very, very, very good insect in amber. Usually female ants are larger than their male counterparts. Males mostly work as drones in the ant world. And also you can see this very rich yellow with some lines of even darker yellow kind of running through this piece. Those are called flow lines, and if we hit those with a UV flashlight, then usually they will show some characteristics exactly. Those are the layers that the amber was laid down in, and the UV flashlight can also give us a really good look at the ant. You see how it has that kind of metallic preservation that is like sheen, it's like shiny? That's a sign of very, very good preservation. Very good, full body, excellent preservation. You can see the antenna, the legs very well. In fact, you can see the eye. You can see the eye quite well. And this piece of amber gives us a full 360 view of this ant in amber. Item number 3 on our list of amazing insects in amber is actually 2 insects. As you can see, it's a spider outreaching its legs to attack a bee, but it never got there because the amber must have fallen on top of them and trapped them forever. This is amber from Myanmar, so this spider and bee is also from the time of the dinosaurs. It is 100 million years old, and if we take a closer look, we can see very good preservation, very good body on that spider, very good preservation on the bee, and it was so close, but not there. And amber is UV reactive, so this is a UV flashlight, and sometimes you can see things called flow lines, which we see a little bit of here. Maybe we'll see more on the side. Yes, those flow lines are the layers that the amber was laid down in, and that is a really easy and quick and dirty sign of authenticity. This is a piece of amber with 2 insects, a spider attacking a bee. Piece of amber number 2 on our list of amazing insects in amber is actually a snail from Myanmar amber, and Myanmar amber is from the time of the dinosaurs. That's right, this piece of amber with the snail fossil is 100 million years old, from what we call the Cretaceous period, which dinosaurs were alive during the Cretaceous period. So this snail was a contemporary of the dinosaurs. Although not a dinosaur itself, it is an amazing fossil, and snails are typically found in very wet and humid conditions, and Myanmar amber is from a forest that was very tropical and very wet and humid. So let's take a closer look and see what details we can see, and there it is, the spiral, the Fibonacci sequence. You can see some hairs on top of the snail, which is extremely unusual. And let's see if the shell has any animal inside of it. Unfortunately, there is a crack running through the piece, so it's a little unclear. But nonetheless, quite an amazing piece. A snail in amber from Myanmar, 100 million years old. Piece number 1 on our list of 10 amazing finds in amber is a male boxing spider in amber from the Dominican Republic. This is a fossil of a species called a boxing spider that was alive 20 million years ago when this amber captured this insect. And a lot of times people ask me, how does this happen? This yellow amber resin is resin secreted by a tree that when it's secreted is very fresh and sticky. And this spider, along with these little flies that you might notice in the piece right there, those little black dots, they fell upon the resin or the resin fell upon them. They got stuck and preserved, and the condition of preservation is very important. This is a museum grade condition preservation. This is a beautiful piece. You can see the spider's eyes, you can see the hairs on its legs, and this is top grade. So we're going to be going through some top grade pieces. I hope you like them. This is a male boxing spider, and the way you can tell the difference between male and female boxing spiders is the pedipalps, the appendages on its mouth that it uses to eat, look like boxing gloves in males because they're very big and round, and they are smaller and thinner in females. And this guy looks like he had some little flies next to him. His lunch was so close, but yet so far.